Yeah, what's up, guys? So I'm still on the pop-up effect for any kind of a product, whether images or wherever on your Android smartphone, how you can make a pop-out effect for any kinds of a product or images for Instagram posts or any social media post. So this will be the second part of it that I want to convince you that you can use any kind of images to make a pop-out effect using your Android or any kind of a smartphone using PixelLab or any other application. So just get the tips and you are going to learn how to use your eraser perfectly if you needed a rise. And you're going to learn how to use mask. These are the two tools which you are going to use here. Every other thing in my first video, I show how I carve out everything, including the shape, the write up and all that. But here we are going to make it quick because all of those things have been saved. So now we are going to use them as a template. But we are going to learn how to use mask and your tips on how you can make a pop-out effect. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. Set the same size as 1024 by 1280. This is the kind of a size, the size you will get. So gotten this, we going back to our gallery. Have all the images we want to use. Take it for instance, this shape has been saved here, so I want to make it a full the page. So after that I will have a lock, then getting the image which I want to use. So going back to my photo room, the background has been reduced before, so this is where the work is, right? So I have to craft this and make sure that it will work properly. But how can this be to make it work properly and without any, and I want it to still have some a kind of shadow. So this is where the eraser will be needed. So I will just use my eraser. So it has to be traced perfectly to make it work well. So after zoom out, just trim it just as this. If possible, zoom it out properly so that you can be able to have your eyes set with it. Remember, the color of the cloth is somehow, so for you to be able to even grab might be kind of a difficult, but you need to what make your eyes to sharp while you are just editing like this. Make your eyes sharp, could make it work well. So as you are making it, you are still checking that, okay? So increase the brush, increase. So cut it to this side. So increase and bring it to this side. Perfect, perfect. Okay, cool. So perfect, perfect, cool. So now it will remain this. How can you make this one work? So we are going to manually adjust. You can see adjust like this. Let everything look real. Let it look real. So increase the size perfectly. So when you're able to increase the size, cut out. Just follow the normal process. Remember, you already zoom everything out. If you're able to make it clean like this, after zooming it in, you will see the result more perfect than this. Okay? There's no magic here. Just take your time. Now reduce the brush so that you can cut out this. Okay, cool. So now you can go to um after having that, we can just back for us to be able to have glance on this. Reduce the size so you'll be able to have this. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, just zoom it in a little bit for you to see. You see the hands is even beyond this. So what we need to do is to increase the size, cut out this so that the edge will just be showing. Okay, perfect. So now let's check and see the result. Is this not amazing? So it will remain little. The hands is not uh, showing the shape. So how can we do that? We have to increase it to the edge. So after that, we are going to manually adjust this. Just let me show you. Okay, cool. Just adjust. All those black dots should not be showing at all. So reduce. Okay. You don't need to rush. You take your time while you are still checking the reality. So there is some contour here. You need to blend it. To have a perfect result, you need to not rush. And if there is any mistake, you need to go back, draw it back, and adjust. So let's check whether it's cool like this. So seem to be cool, right? Because the hand is clean now, but still remain little at this part. Okay, so you can increase the size a bit. So while doing that, you can just lay your hands to remove the black spot here. The reason why we can automatically remove the black is because the waist is also black as well. So removing that can automatically tamper with the image. So and that won't be all go well. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Okay, very cool, excellent. So you can see now, we already make the whole stuff look real. Now click OK. Now we have these results. So having once after gotten everything to this level, then the next thing we need to do, okay, let's try whether we can centralize. We can because it's cool like this. So what we need to do after that is to use our mask at this juncture, okay? Why? And if you look at it again, it's still cool. We might not need to use our mask and we can use it. Depends. But there are two ways. If you use the mask, you got this result. But if you don't use the mask, the rest will be simple, okay? But it's as good as this. So after that, what we need to just do is to bring in other stuff. But before that, let apply a shadow. How can we apply shadow to this? You have this result, right? Just going back to the shadow, apply a shadow to this. Let your blur radius be many and drop the shadow a little bit. Now go to the plus sign and you adjust the capacity of this shadow. Then after that, you go to the opacity, reduce the opacity. Then you have this shadow. Do you understand? So after that, we are going to make the shadow work well. Okay, so we are going to make sure it's really rhyme with this. Why there will be a kind of send it to the back. So after send it to the back, we just make the shadow drop a little bit. Okay, let the shadow drop. Oh, sorry. Make it drop offset Y. So, but the radius let it be many. Let's see. Could it work like that? Okay, we check it whether it work well, should be the best. So not too much anyway. Okay, let's make it more dark and see. Sure, not really cool. I guess it's perfect like this. Okay, cool. So after that, heading back to your gallery, all those stuff which you need to add that. So take it for instance, go to your where I have all the resources being linked up. So I'm going to position this here. So just make sure that you centralize. So having this now you can see. But now what we need to do is to just send it to the back while we're going to do a kind of adjustment to this. Okay, perfect. So now everything seems to, we're going to move the two images, we'll move it up a bit. So for this to be showing, so the chart needs to be showing a bit, but not much anyway. Okay, perfect. So now that the chart is showing and everything seems to be cool, we are done with everything. What are we going to do next? We can use any kind of a background for this. So we can actually use this. You can see it really go well with it. This is cool, right? So you can use this and this is perfect. So we can have it saved. So any other images can still be used for pop-out effects. And I believe we'll learn something from here. Just save your work with Ultra to maintain the image quality. Thanks for watching once again. God bless you.